Welcome to the 20th episode of the Beyond Retirement Learning Series. My name is Susan Graham of Senior Edge Legal, and in our office, we help seniors create a safe, independent, and financially secure future. Today's topic is, what if someone dies at home? What are you supposed to do? My goal is threefold in this series. First of all, to provide you with useful information to have a secure future. Also, to make free forms available to you if you want to download those from our website, and also show you a way you can meet with me. There's an evaluation form at the bottom of your screen that you can fill out anytime or at the end of this program. So let's talk about, what if someone dies at home? What are you supposed to do? I received a call from a friend of mine a month ago that said that the tenant in his apartment died. And what was he supposed to do? Well, the first thing you do is call the coroner. When someone dies at home, that's the individual who needs to come, because somebody needs to certify officially that this person is deceased, and that needs to go on different state records. If that person happens to be on hospice, the hospice people have already talked with you about how to make that reporting, and you would normally contact the hospice people. The first thing you do after that is find out who do you believe is in charge. Who are you supposed to contact in this type of an emergency? It could be, and the tenant or the person who's died there, hopefully you have that enough information about that individual to know who you're supposed to contact. Someone will ask you, if you have not identified who's the contact person, what to do with the body when they come to the home. And then you decide which mortuary to have that body taken to. One of the local funeral homes is usually where it goes. The next problem is, do you know if there are any documents that this deceased person signed that you know where they are and are available to you? So you can look at those documents again to see who should be the one who takes over in this circumstance. That person is normally the individual identified in a will as a personal representative, or if there's a trust, it would be a trustee, a successor trustee, or if there's a financial power of attorney, look to see who the agent is, or if there's a health document, a health power of attorney, look to see who's the agent there. One of those individuals at a minimum would be someone to contact, to ask them and let them know what has happened and ask them what they'd like you to do to be helpful. The next step is you need to secure the premises once the body is removed. Unfortunately, in our society, many people are inappropriate, and once they know someone has died, they actually go to the presence, the residence of that individual, and take things out. Basically, they steal from the dead person. I personally think that's atrocious and absolutely wrong, and it's illegal, but it doesn't matter, it happens. So take the steps to secure that residence if there's no one else in charge to take care of that issue. If there are dependent children or other dependent adults, people, if it's a spouse, obviously the spouse can take care of things, or if they're adult children. But if they're minor children, or there's an elderly person who has been residing with the decedent, and that elderly person was dependent on the decedent, it's necessary to secure their safety and their protection. So someone needs to do that. If there is no one else to do that, you need to step up and address that issue, even just for a short term. Lastly, if there are pets of the decedent, some steps need to be taken to secure the care of those pets in the interim until the individual responsible has the opportunity to step up and do that. And if it's for any length of time, then you need to deal with things like houseplants, and being certain to dispose of certain things in the house like garbage and so forth. So there are some steps that need to be taken when someone dies at home and there's nobody present. And those are important things to know, because unfortunately this is an imperfect world and those events do happen. The next thing I would encourage you to do is fill out that evaluation form at the bottom of the page, and that will give you an opportunity to critique me, which I greatly appreciate when I get feedback like that. You can also suggest to me future topics you'd like me to address, and the critique helped me improve and provide information in a way that's useful to people. If you want to take advantage of those free legal forms, then there's information there on how to access those forms. And lastly, if you would like to visit with me, just indicate that, and someone from my office will call and ask you a few questions to see if we have the potential to be a good fit of working together. The next time on the 21st episode of Beyond Retirement, I'm going to address how to talk with your children about your own estate plan. Many children don't want to discuss that because they feel like they're digging a grave and putting you in it too soon. But it's critical that they know what you have in mind, even in general terms, so they can be helpful when that day occurs. Thank you.